I didn't think that this would need to be made. I thought that it was very clear what Chris Stuckman was saying. I really did. But there's people out there that didn't understand what the Chris Stuckman video was for, that was talking about Madam Web. Or why it was talking about why he refuses to review. Oh, well, I don't know about refuses. I don't think he refused to review Madam Web. Right? I just think that it's unanimous. Like, I saw the trailer, didn't like the look of the trailer. What I didn't like about Madam Web in the trailer is that Madam Web is not an older woman. Like, a much older woman. When I saw Dakota Johnson, I said this movie's bad. You know, you're not even trying to get the aesthetic right. The whole thing with the MCU is that, yo, these guys are getting the aesthetic right, they're getting the choreography right, and they're getting the stories right. Now, with Sony, it was kind of like, y'all are messing up because you're not putting Spider-Man in these movies. Y'all are messing up. It's messing up with the aesthetic because the aesthetic is not making sense. Well, with Venom, it's like, yo, Venom isn't what Venom is without Spider-Man. The symbiote is the symbiote, but Venom is not what Venom is without Spider-Man. So why are you doing this a Venom movie without Spider-Man? Now you're doing a Madam Web movie without Spider-Man. Well, we got these spiders, and like, none of them are Spider-Man, none of them are Peter, but indirectly Peter Parker's there, and it was just like, no, Spider-Man's not in this movie. And then why did you not get Helen Mirren to play as Madam Web? Get Helen Mirren, get Kate Blanchett, put in the money, get Meryl Streep. It's a big woman, older woman that needs to be Madam Web. That's the imagery. At least get that. And at the end of the day, it would have worked because Madam Web is a mother figure in the first place. So it would have worked. But it was about butts and seats, you know. Like, why get Dakota Johnson to do it? Doesn't make any sense. What, just because he's a face? What, because you're not pushing get the guys in with something, so you're not putting her you're not making her wear any kind of provocative clothing or appealing clothing that's going to be like, oh yeah, men get behind it, because yeah, men, look, you know what I mean, Dakota Johnson, look how stunning she's looking in this movie. It's not that either. Anyway, so Chris was saying that studio interference is destroying movies. It's officially destroying movies. That was his point. The reason why he's not reviewing Madam Web is because it's a non-movie. It's not a movie. It's made to keep hold of the IP. That's the only reason why it's made. It's a non-movie. It's just, there's nothing to review. All the other reviewers have reviewed it and said it's horrible. So it's unanimous. It's unanimously horrible. And by the time Chris Stuckman got it, he said, look, we all know what it is. But the most important thing is that studio interference is destroying cinema. It's destroying the art form. It's like Sony will not just give up the IP and just say, look, Marvel, take it back. We're done. They won't do it because it's Spider-Man. It's one of the most valuable IPs in entertainment. They just won't let it go. And so now they're just grasping literally at straws. Literally grasping at straws just to keep the IP. Well, what else can we do with it? Oh, well, let's, we don't know. We're keeping Tom Holland. Are we not keeping Tom Holland? Are we going to make Miles Morales a live action movie next time? Are we not? We've got to wait to see what part 3 of Spider-Verse does. In the meantime, let's just scrape the barrel. That's what Chris Stuckman was talking about. He was saying, I'm not reviewing it. Not doing it because it's unanimous, is dead. But this is a non-movie. There's nothing to review. It's literally made just to keep the IP of Spider-Man by using everything encompassed with the IP. The thing is with the Spider-Man is loads of IPs come along with it. So you can make a Dr. Octopus movie and it keeps the IP. You can make a Green Goblin origin movie and it keeps the IP. You can make a Mary Jane Goes to High School picture and it keeps the IP. So Chris is like, nah man, they're grasping at straws now. Making stupidness now. It's not even it's just stupidness now. Come off the thing. Just let MCU take it. MCU, whatever people think about how MCU is now, at least we know that they care about the IP. Like, it's like, yo, like, and it's not and you know, they're not trying to just hold on. It's Marvel, so they're not just trying to hold on to things on a technicality. It's Marvel. They're trying to use whatever they've got left. And yeah, they get into a pandering stage and it's backfiring on them. But Sony is just dying now. It's like, yo, what are y'all doing? What is Sony doing? Because y'all just in a limbo, just like, what is going on? So that's what it was. And I didn't think people didn't get the point. Everybody's talking about, yo, Chris Stuckman needs defended. Yo, the filmmakers are using Chris Stuckman as a scapegoat to say, look, see, it's hard on us. Making movies. Listen, not all of y'all fall under that bracket. So when your movies are dead, you're dead. When your movies are dead. This is not talking about when your movies are dead. This is not about why nobody likes Thor: The Dark World. This ain't about that. You know what I mean? It's more serious than that. You know? This is about why Morbius was made. How do you make Morbius? In the animated series that I remember, right? Morbius was a man in the high school, some messing with science. I'm sure he was messing with science. He contracted vampirism, and Blade hears about Morbius and wants to kill him, but Michael Morbius was Peter's best friend. So Spider-Man is trying to save Morbius and find him a cure, and Blade's trying to kill Morbius because he's a vampire. You know what I mean? And Morbius is a vampire, being a vampire. He's trying to find a cure as well, but you know, the thirst is getting to it. So this story does not really work without Spider-Man and Blade. Plus, like, the Morbius movie it's like some old grown man science thing. This is why I always said, like, a lot of the greatest Peter Parker stories, Parker's in high school. And I love Tom Holland because he's in high school. He's in high school and he's about to leave high school. All the other ones, they're just trying to they just fast track through his high school. I think like Spider-Man was out of high school Tobey Maguire was out of high school by the end of the first half of the Spider-Man 1 movie. Spider-Man was out of high school, so it was like, oh, okay, y'all fast tracking, okay, you know. This isn't deep. It's not. Yeah, this isn't about why fantastic. You know, this ain't about how bad like Captain Marvel was or whatever. This is about why films like the Fantastic Four was made, just to keep a hold of the IP. That's what it's about. It's about stuff like that. You know, just non-movies that are made just to hold on to that IP. That's what this is about. You know, they're grasping at straws and they're just destroying movies. So the guy that was saying, oh, look, Chris, like, basically, don't be a wuss and just review the movie, and if it's bad, it's bad. He wasn't being a wuss. It's not because oh, I got friends that made the movie and I don't want to feel bad. It's not about that. It's about studio execs and all the movie execs and the owners of these IPs that are just grasping at straws. That's what it's about. You know, it's just horrible now. You know, so the industry just needs to stop begging it, bruv. Like when it's over, it's over. You know, you're dead in the water with this Spider-Man. Come off it. You don't have no ideas. You're not trying to make a universe. You're not trying to string together and now you've got nothing right now. Just give Marvel it back, man. You know, you're Sony. You got PlayStation. Your company is gonna stay alive. And you know, so what? You lose the right to make Spider-Man and on the PS5, and Xbox gets to have like Spider-Man and Xbox gets to have Spider-Man on the Xbox again, and we can't have that, can we? So we'll just lock it tight. Let's give Marvel back the thing, man, please.